Wish you all a happy new millennium. Maybe we'll, in some form or other, we will be existing during the next 1,000 years, unless you decide to stop your rebirth now. So I wish you a happy new millennium and also happy new year now. I am very happy that all of us have gathered today to witness the offering to the power of the cosmos. We called it Vishwa Shanti, Yajna, Havana, Yaga, whatever you want to call it. The world, the time provides you with creation, Srishti. It gives you power. It gives you power to use things. And the only act of time, as time, Kala, is to consume, to eat. Kalagni. Ati iti Atma. That which eats is Atma. So if you closely follow what is happening in this world, the world just eats time. And the time eats all of our activities, including our body. Everything is eaten. So that is the only function in the name of God the power of cosmos is doing. But we don't want to give our full, we don't want to offer ourselves to God. So what we say is, me, mine, I am so and so. So we go on keeping things to ourselves to get birth once again. So this Havana, this Yaga, this Yajna denotes that it should go back to God. Whatever is yours should be offered back. That is the offering tattva. If we hold for ourselves, the birth is necessary. If we offer, then God accepts. Is there a God? Yes. Is that my father? Yes. Yes and no. Yes, because he has given the power to you to handle yourself. So as an individual, you may not recognize, is there God? But as a creator, God exists. None of the flowers, none of the plants, none of the mountains, including animals, would not have come to this earth unless there was a power to create. It cannot be a person, it should be a power. So we are misunderstanding personalities to be God, whereas personalities, the power behind the personalities is the real cosmic spirit. So through personalities, we are very happy to worship God, like how we worship Divine Mother, how we worship our Guru, how we worship avatars in Kannada. There, a few Sishyas will travel maybe through the river. At the other bank of the river, when they are asked to count, you were so many people, come and count. How many of you have reached the other bank of the river? They will say that each one will be counted except themselves. They will not include them as the one number, they will include others. So the other disciple will be asked, the other disciple will be asked, all the people will be including the other people, but they will leave themselves. Look at yourself, this is what you are doing. Day in and day out, all your life, you don't think about yourself. If at all you are thinking about yourself, it is selfish thinking. How to get money, how to do this, how to... your problems. No. You can plan. Execution is through other hand, the cosmos. So, I was trying to tell you, except you go on thinking about other aspects of your life, is not going to do anything. So you should include you. Then you should know who you are. This is what being told by the Prasthanatraya, Gita Upanishads and Brahma Sutra. again and again being repeated by the godly people, because they are the people who have realized this truth. Whereas today, we go to a lot of places, but we learn qualities of the truth, but not the truth. What have you learned? I learned this yoga. What have you learned? I have learned to sing this. What have you learned? I am deep in meditation. My mind stops at times. At times. So, then someone tells, I am in Ananda. I am always happy after meditation. After seeing this form of God, I feel totally free. Everything is feeling, not being. The feeling, if it continues all your life, then you are in that state. But if you are feeling happy, if you are feeling Ananda, if you are feeling holy, I am sorry, but it's just an interruption in your life. You have to interrogate. So any amount of approach to this holiness makes you yearn, makes you demand more towards this fullness. So there is only one full which I call the truth, the silence, from where all the words flow. Suppose you know, where is God? In Varanasi, in Shiva. Okay, that's a place, space. Shiva is a name. The other man say, no, Mahalakshmi temple, Mahalakshmi. The other man may say in another religion some other thing, another religion some other thing. So can't you see the distinction? These are all the places, the concepts, but God cannot have any name. So everyone is trying to feel holy but not act holy. That's why we have so many people in temples, in places of worship. They just want to feel, but once it comes to the field of activities, they don't want to act holy. So, damn this holiness, unholiness. Be truthful. Whatever you do, be truthful. And search, what is the end of my thought? How my thoughts start? Who am I? Something like that. Once you do this, then you will understand that there is a deep silence within you which just propels the individuality, your ego, to the forefront to do all the activities. This is all philosophies. But if you adopt this in your life, you are free. Any amount of circus in this world will not leave you away from the birth and death. Any amount of sadhana also will not reach you to the goal unless you have the burning desire to merge with the totality. Something like, I have the burning desire to study in America, someone will finance me, I will go there. I have the burning desire to get married, somehow I will get married. Something like that, if you develop the desire, the opportunities will be given to you. And I don't want you to talk about this in the daily life. I am going to realize God, I am going to search for myself. No, keep it to yourself. Think, what are you doing in all this life? I don't want to go very, very deep because the whole world is so much full of mysticism. You don't have time to think about anything except your life, your few people. Compare the meteorites, constellations, suns, moon, and the earth and your home. It's not even a pebble in the creation. And in that pebble live 5 people and you say that I am the karta of this house, I am working in this place. You can say, but you should not feel. While you are working outside, be dual, because the whole world requires you to be true. One, the seer, the actor, and one in which action takes place. While you are with yourself, be in the state of oneness. Bhavadvaita, Karmadvaita. So every day start questioning early in the morning. The day is dawning from where? My thought that I am going to work is from where? And the great masters like Krishna, like Acharya Shankara, up to today, whoever is available, they are going on trying to tell you this, just to remove you from the disease of birth and death. What more they can give you? If a rich man you approach, he may give you a few pebbles called money. If a powerful man you approach, he may give you some Ashirvada, benediction. But the self-realized souls called Jnanis can give you the total freedom. And they are very rare. That is why you don't work on these things in your mind. Whatever is we call as devotion should end in surrender. There are only two ways. Either you think and be beyond thinking, or you go on surrendering and your ego becomes nil. It's not me, it's the totality, it's God who does all these things. Can you move your hand like this? No, unless the power cooperates. Can you talk? No, unless the power cooperates. Can you walk? No. None of us, because the body is jada, body does not have a force. But the force in the mind starts working and the body works. Do you now know the connection? That's why you are leaving the body while you go out, while the antima prayana, while the final travel takes place, you leave the body. But we are going on thinking in history, science, technology, exploring the facts of the universe, thinking about only the bodies and names. But I want you to revert and see who thinks, who acts. The message for new millennium, they are telling. All along we have done so many things, leave all those things. Don't think about it, let it go. Don't think that you have committed sins, you have committed punyas, you have done wrong, you have done right, all this are gone, by gone. Don't think about it. What I am today, what I am going to be tomorrow is what I am busy with, I should be busy with. So if you want to get released from now onwards, don't think about the past. Be firm that we have as our support the total God. If you don't want to call, that's why in the advertisement they have beautifully written, you the faithful, you the rational, and you the practical. We are mixture of all these three. When it comes to money, we don't want God. It's you the practical. When something fails in our life, we become rational. There is no God. It's me who do. I do. When it is the moments of emotional distress, when it's going to be moments of emotional faith, then we become faithful. We are the mixture of these three. But beyond, in the transcendental state, is the truth. We are mixture of these three, let us accept. No one is a perfect bhakta. No one is a non-materialistic person. No one is irrational. All the three we are. But let it be in the field of thinking. But in the field of transcendence, in the field of achievement, let us be beyond. So, health for all, is very important. So we did this Maha Indraksh Yoga particularly for the health. If your body is healthy, that is the wealth, because you can earn any amount of Aishwarya with your body. These are all forgotten these days because we go by eating the junk food, whatever is available, untimely food, and we even forget what should we take. We are very busy. We say, what for? A handful of money. So think what you are doing to the body. Ultimately, when you reprocess, rethink about your whole life, what you have done is only eating and drinking. That has joined your body, that has merged with your body. All other things are by the way. Can you take your car inside, house inside? Only in the deed and in thinking. So ultimately what your body receives is food and water or something to drink. Don't deny to your body this. That gives you health. For health of the mind, hold something higher like God, devotion, bhajan, sadhana, japa. That is for health of the mind. Those who are not doing, I am seeing everywhere in the world, they are all very tense. They are angry with themselves. Because they are angry with themselves, they are angry with the world. World is not right, he is not right, she is not right. No, I am not right. So this health of the mind should be developed by what you call, depending on something higher. Then comes the health of the intellect. Hold some values as, otherwise we take birth as animals, we die as animals. Some values we should have in our intellect. Values, you understand? Some maulya, some guna. Like you can do charity every day, if you can. You can do, whenever you visit any temple or anything, you can rethink, what is this God? How is the connection with me? Like this, develop some values of your own. If you see an ant, or a mosquito, think, what in the earth makes it fly? A small piece of mosquito flies. Who gives the power? It also eats, it also dies. You are not doing something else than this. So if you are intelligent, try to see this. That will restore the health of our intellect. Then if you are not happy with your prosperity, work for it, plan for it, demand it from cosmos, you will be given. Not by reciting shlokas, not by this thing. Demand, God, give me. It will be given. If your demand is straight and if you really need, no God takes any more time to give. You are given. The last of all comes peace. Peace is not absence of violence. Peace is not compassion. Peace is not bliss. Peace is silence. So if you can go to the origin of all your thoughts, if you can go deep within yourself, if you keep your mouth shut, a temporary silence takes place. Then mental blah 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 takes place. If you substitute your mental sound with mantras, the sound of the mantra takes over the sound of the mind. That is not silence. You are keeping silent. It's not silence. And when the intellect or pranayama, something like that you do in the yoga, temporarily mind comes to a standstill, and that also is not silence. Because you are still seeking silence. So, this you which seeks, can you see? You can. Because you sit in a car, drive, you don't dash. Whoever comes, you just don't go and dash against anyone. You just go and run over any stone. You see the gap and try. Similarly, you can see the gap, that gap between thoughts. If you can see that, then the silence takes over you. This is just a hint. The ultimate silence is a cosmic entry in your bosom, which just destroys, just like a Big Bang created this world, a Big Bang can destroy you. Then you will be very happy, very blissful, very active. Moment to moment, spontaneously you will be working, and when you pass away from this earth, it will be in beatitude. And nothing in this world will stop you from doing what you want. And you are at liberty, you are free. Why don't you ask for this freedom? Why don't you ask for this truth? At least in this new millennium. And I wish you all really this peace, health and prosperity.